Good morning, class. I'm Teacher Christine, your teacher for today's lesson. Our lesson today is just a continuation of our previous topic, which is about structure, purpose, and language features of different text types. Of course, we have the same objectives. Number one is to demonstrate understanding of text elements, to comprehend various text types, and identify the author's purpose in writing a text. Before we proceed with the activities for today, let us first recall the different structures of text types. So we have factual text types and the literary text types. So when we say factual text types, these are used to inform, recount, instruct, or persuade readers, while literary text types are used to entertain, using language forms and structured in creative manner. What are the purposes of text types? Number one is to entertain, another is to inform, and lastly is to persuade. And we have the different types of informational text structures. So we have description, we're done with that last time, the sequence, instruction, and process, the cause and effect, compare and contrast, and lastly, the problem and solution. So this time, let us do learning task number 4. For this task, you are going to read that sentence below and then write what you think might be the cause why the sentence in the second line happens. Write your answers in your notebook. So you will be given 5 minutes to do this activity. Go! Okay, time's up for this activity. So please take note that answers may vary in this learning task. So for this moment, I'll give the answers for each item. This might be the cause why the sentence in the second line happens. Okay, so let's say number 1. Bugoy fell down the stair. So what's the cause? Bugoy stepped on his brother's ball left on the stairs. 2. The teacher gave her student an allowance. Why so? It is because the student doesn't have enough money to buy her food. Next, number 3. The fisherman had bountiful harvest. Cause? The fisherman woke up early to catch fish. 4. The plants grew. Cause would be the plants receive enough nutrients, sunlight, and water. And number 5, the employee was fired. The cause could be the employee was found to be incompetent, dishonest, and breaking the company rules. Okay? So I hope you got 5 over 5 here. So you may have different answers, but make sure that the cause is parallel with the effect given. Okay? So let's do another learning task, which is learning task 5. So in this item, you're going to find an article for each of the following language structures. So what are you going to do here? You're going to write or copy and paste the articles you're going to find in your notebook. Then provide an explanation below each article why it belongs to this specific type of language structures. So timer starts now. So this time, I hope you are done with the different language structures that we have here. You should be able to copy and paste one article for each language structure. Okay? So you will be submitting this learning task via Google Classroom. This time, I'll show you some examples I have copied from the internet. I have this one, the title is Brownie. So based on this article, what type of language structure it is? So it's description. Why? It is because the subject is being described in the article. So we also have this one. The title of the article is Making Cookies. What type of language structure do you think is this? It is an example of sequence, instruction, or process. Okay? So we have here the signal words before, then, and finally. Okay? So this time, we'll have this one. So what type of language structure is this? This is a cause and effect. Yes, that's it. So we have here some signal words as a result. What else? Reasons, due to. Okay? So that's it. Before we proceed with the next activity, I have some few questions for you to check whether you have understood our lesson or not. The first question is, what are the two basic types of writing? Have informational or factual text and literary text. What are their three main purposes? So their main purposes are to entertain, to inform, and to persuade. And the last question is, what are the different text structures? Of course, we have description, sequence, instruction or process, cause and effect, compare and contrast, and lastly, we have the problem and solution. Let's move on to the last learning task for this lesson, which is learning task number 6. So in this learning task, you're going to identify the type of text structure used in each item. So you're going to write your answers in your notebook. So let's have number 1. Tayabas is one of the old villas with great political and historical significance during the Spanish era. The answer is description. Next, the streets became flooded due to continuous rain. That is cause and effect. Quezon Province has more number of towns as compared to Rizal Province. Since you are comparing, this is compare and contrast. Number 4. Education is an important weapon that each Filipino citizen should have. We have description. And number 5, in cooking our pasta, you must boil the water first. That is instruction. Okay? And number 6, the government thinks of all possible remedies to address unemployed due to COVID-19 pandemic. Problem or solution. 7, my husband Japot is my most admirable man. He loves me so much. He treats me with his kindness, loyalty, and support. Description. Number 8, all provinces in Calabarzon have their own provincial capitals. Santa Cruz in Laguna is the only non-city capital in the region. Meanwhile, Lucena City in Quezon is a highly urbanized city. That is compare and contrast. 9. Traffic has become an extreme problem in the city, so the mayor imposed an executive order addressing this concern. Problem and solution. Okay? And the last, Leona and Leon are my two lovely pets. They are both cats possessing beautiful furs. We have the word both that is compare and contrast. Okay, I hope you got 10 over 10 here, kids. Okay, so we have learning task number 7. For this task, you're going to find an article for each of the following purposes of text types. One is to entertain, another is to persuade, and the last is to inform. So you're going to write and copy these articles in your notebook, then provide an explanation to each article why it belongs to this specific text type. Okay? Go. Okay, time's up. You have already consumed 10 minutes for this activity. So, by the way, kids, this learning task will also be submitted via Google Classroom. So, thank you so much again, kids. I hope you have learned something from this lesson. See you again next time. Bye!